What's up, everybody? Scott here, and I'm here with a new kind of video. I know usually I'm doing like playoff predictions and all that stuff, but this time I've been working on a big project that I am finally excited and able to show off. So what I've done, so first of all, we are of course in NHL 26. And what I've done is I've put all of the LMS rosters and all the players into the game into a custom roster. And this is going to be a season sim. And just to see how the EA simulation works out with all the LMS teams. So I'm going to go through like the whole like methodology of how I went about doing everything. And yeah, we'll just go from there. And the goal is to kind of just run through this as like just a introduce the idea, and then come playoff time, my idea was that we could use this to sim each playoff round, and that could be like the preview type of video that I've been doing in the past. So depending on how well you guys like it, or we can have some new ideas, do a live stream instead of a YouTube video, do whatever. But with all that in mind, we're gonna load up a new season mode, and we're gonna I gotta continue. Ah, shit. Hang on. I gotta go back. Let me get rid of one. Because I've done a couple of dry runs to make sure it was all good. So we'll just get rid of that. Now we'll do a new one. There we go. So we're going to do full control of the roster, no fantasy draft, no CPU trades, not that it matters because I have control of all the teams. And then, so here are all of the teams. So what I went ahead and did was create all the players, like I said, and they're ranging from like maybe like 92 overall down to like for the top players down to maybe like 78, 77, 76 overall, like upper to mid 70s overall. And then I just backfilled like the third and fourth lines with like lower 70s and 60 overall players. And then for like the non-used teams in LMS like Edmonton, I just put like ECHL teams in. I just swapped out pretty much their entire roster. So that's why they're at 46 overall, because I really just want to have the focus be on the LMS players, obviously. So I didn't want to have like a vacant team like Edmonton or St. Louis or whatever be like a primary team that's in the sim. So we're going to go ahead and toggle all of these teams. Oops. And then we'll get this sucker started. All right, so we'll go ahead and continue. And I'm going to make a couple of rule changes in the settings. Just some minor stuff. So quick settings going to go through. I think this stuff is all good. Yeah, that's fine. And we'll go to advanced settings. We're going to turn... Okay, the head coach, we're going to turn that off because I don't want to mess with the lines. And then we'll turn the retired jerseys off as well, so that way our guys can have their numbers if they have one, for like a retired number on the team. And then we want rotate goalies. Yep. All right, that's good. And then rules. The big one is I'm turning injuries off. There was a run that I did. I forgot to turn injuries off, and I simulated one day, and I got bombarded with like 30 injuries from the first like week of the regular season. And I was like, nah, we're not gonna do that. So I'm just turning injuries off. There's too much. I just want to clean sim, let everybody play. No need to have injuries on. And I think that is good to go. So we'll start the season. All right. And then what we'll do is, so this is season. I don't know if anyone really plays season mode. It's more franchise mode, right? Just for one season. But here it is. So again, if you play franchise, it looks very somewhat similar to this. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go to my team, Washington. I'm just going to use them as the sim. And just to give you like an idea of like what most of the teams will look like in terms of lines, basically, yeah, turn that off. We're going to have like most teams will have like their top three or top two lines here with guys on their team. And then their defense is their top two lines and then a couple of goalies back here. So like if we go, like I know Washington is a top team in like the overall. Boston is too. They got some good players here. Just like I try to mimic real LMS as best I could. I use stats, a little bit of AI to kind of help me out, but mainly stats from the season on the site to help get the overalls. And I I do want to preface before like I start the sim. Like I am sorry if you don't like the overall that was given to you. I do apologize, but I just was trying to do the best I can. There's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of players that I had to create, so I do apologize if you think you were snubbed of a higher overall. All right, so what we're gonna do is start the sim. Everything is pretty much good to go. I went ahead and checked the lines, make sure that nobody's scratched, and it is the case. No one is scratched. So we're gonna go ahead and sim. I'm gonna simulate up to the 1st of January, just the 1st of January here, just to give like a mid-season quick update, and then we'll take it to the playoffs, and then we will go from there. All right. All right, so we are at the 1st of January. We're going to back out of this calendar screen, and I just want to check out some of the standings first, and then we'll look at some of the player stats, just at kind of the midseason point, like I mentioned earlier, like right about 40 games here. So Washington is leading their division. Pittsburgh, Rangers, Devils, like this is obviously like an LMS, really tight division. Kind of drops off after the Devils, but these top 4 teams are very good. Keep in mind as well, Carolina is not a used LMS team, so that's fine. It's honest again. What I really want to see is just have them in the shitter. We'll take a look at the entire league. Minnesota leading the league. They're actually tied with Detroit. Okay, Boston right behind. And then us with a game in hand. Dallas right there as well. Colorado, Ottawa right there as well. They have a bunch of games. They have 3 games in hand, so they could easily catch right back up. Toronto, again, same thing. Games in hand. Same with Chicago. Calgary in 10th. Pittsburgh right there as well. So pretty tight, as you'd imagine. The thing you got to remember, too, is that all these teams are beating up on like the empty teams, so it should create some good races towards the end of the season. And then we'll just take a quick look at the entire league of players here just to see who's leading. We have Viper from the Rangers leading the league in points. Limit right behind him, a couple games at hand. Hype LaChance from Minnesota, 54. Drysdale, and then Dez and Dorita right there. Jalen's right there as well with 50. Kuzi and Vro round out that top crop of players right there. All right, so now what we'll do, we'll just keep on going. And then once we get to the playoffs, we'll slow it down and we'll really take it series like round by round, and we won't go as fast in the sim. But for now, we'll just get through the regular season and we'll see what happens. All right, so we are at the end of the regular season. Let's simulate one more day to get to the playoffs. Okay, we'll stop the sim right there. And we'll get to all the playoff matchups. So obviously you have the Rangers and Caps right here. Let's take a look at the standings first, and then we'll go to the player stats and then look at the playoff tree. So Washington just edged it out over Pittsburgh for the division. I think, they had more regulation wins and more regulation overtime wins there. So I forget. I think it's the regulation wins is the first tiebreaker. So they got both, but I think it's the regulation wins. They get that one over Pittsburgh. The Rangers finished with 104 points. All these teams got 50 wins. Philly, Islanders, and Columbus down here. They did not make the playoffs. We'll take a look. We'll go by division. LA won their division with another 50 wins for them. Calgary, Vancouver, and Anaheim all clinched the playoffs. Vegas misses, along with Seattle as well, and San Jose. And then in the Central, we'll go to next. They have a bunch of vacant teams. They have 3, St. Louis, Utah, and Winnipeg, so they all missed by a mile. Nashville misses. They had 93 points, and look at these top teams right here. This is going to be a gauntlet of a division on this side of the bracket for the playoffs. Chicago with 120, 57 wins. Minnesota with 118 points. Colorado with 114, and Dallas with 110. Real tight there, but obviously it's kind of like the in baseball, like with those smaller divisions, when the one team is so bad, they just beat up all the other teams, beat up on that one shitty team. And then in the Atlantic, you have Toronto winning the division, Ottawa in second place. They're going to play Tampa Bay, with 103 points, and Boston finishing with 101. Detroit, after that hot start, loses. They miss out on the playoffs by a singular point. That is a tough one. Florida also misses. They had 96. All right. Let's take a look at the player stats. We're going to just look at the entire league, and then we can kind of break it down some more if we want. Viper is leading with 79 goals. Holy shit. And just for context, he's probably one of the top-rated players, if not the top-rated player at 93 overall. 79 goals. Holy shit. Here, I'll take a look at his stats. A great shot. I think he has high offensive awareness. He had 97 offensive awareness. I don't know if he, increased any of those attributes in the season. I forget what I gave him, but great season from him. Limit from Toronto had 110 points, 50 goals for him. Drysdale with 86 assists. Here's Dorito and Kuzi from Washington. Dorito with 62 goals. Jalen had 45 goals. Des had 29 goals, 101 points. Hype LaChance had 90. So these are you had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys with 100 points, which is cool. And then you had some guys down here. Teaspoon from Ottawa. Vro had 84 from Boston. Maggot had 82 points, 44 goals. And then we'll take a look at the goalies, too, while we're in here. Metro had 51 wins. Let's sort by save percentage. And Metro played 72 games, so he's probably going to win the Vezina. We have Tommy from Pittsburgh. He went 14-2 with a 928 save percentage and a 1.92 goals against. Outlaw had 41 wins and a 928 save percentage and a 203 goals against. Very good, very good. Just come down here. V had played 72 games, 44 wins, 922 save percentage and a 211 goals against. Yeah, some really nice stats in here. Yeah. And then who led the league in wins? Let's just see. Metro Price for Washington had 47. Big Cheese had 45. Titanic. V, like I said, Baron. So, yeah, some good stuff there. All right, and then the final thing we'll look at is the playoff tree. Like I said, Washington is going to play New York. Pittsburgh is going to play the Devils, Ottawa, and Tampa. Toronto, Boston, that should be a really good series. Minnesota, Colorado, Chicago, and Anaheim. Calgary, Vancouver, and LA versus Dallas. So some really good matchups. I like that LA-Dallas series. That Minnesota-Colorado series should be a good one. I think Minnesota will probably take that. And then the Toronto-Boston, that'll be a good one. I think Ottawa will win. And Pittsburgh and New Jersey will be interesting. I bet that probably goes 6 or 7 games. All right, so what we'll do, what I was thinking about is just simulating the first 4 games, and then we can take a look at some of the more intriguing box scores if we want, and then we'll take it slow for the games 5, 6, and 7. But I'm going to simulate from this screen, so I'm just going to advance the day and just watch the scores in the bottom. So you have a couple games, so Chicago and Dallas win, Boston and Washington win, so there's an overtime win. So that's like the overtime games. That's when we can take a look at the box score in a minute. So we'll advance the next day. So everyone's played at least one game now. Game 3 in Washington. Get to game 4, and we'll simulate past that, and then we'll take a quick pause here to check on the score. So Boston sweeps Toronto. I did not see that one coming. I thought Toronto would put up a bigger fight than that. Washington is up 3-1 on the Rangers. The Devils are up 2-1 on Pittsburgh, and Ottawa is up 3-0 on Tampa. Out west, Dallas up 3-1 on LA. Vancouver up 3-0 on Calgary. Minnesota's up 3-0 on Colorado, and Chicago is up 3-1 on Anaheim. So we'll go one more day so that everyone's up to 4. And so Vancouver sweeps, Minnesota sweeps, and Ottawa sweeps. Okay, so let's take a look at some of the box scores here. See if anything jumps out at us. So we'll start from the beginning of the playoffs here. So we'll start here. So we had a 1-0 overtime win. Let's take a look at this real quick. All events. We'll go to goals. So it looks like Kurnock. That might be one of like the 70 overall players, like 3rd or 4th liners there. But Mucom and Baller got assists on that goal. So and a shutout, I believe. Yeah, for Titanic, 34 saves. Nice, nice, nice. That was game 1 for them. Prestera got a game winner in game 1 for Boston. Here's an overtime game for Washington. Who scored the game winner in overtime? Let's see. Kuzi gets it from Dez and Dorito. Very nice. Let's see. 3 stars, too. Dorito had 3 points. Yeah, all those guys had 3 points. Very cool. Okay. We'll keep on going. Overtime game. Papa Gui. Oh, it says the game winner at the bottom there. Okay. Got the game winner in overtime. Very nice. Joker had 2 goals in that game. Cool. Dark Times. Man, look at that. 148 goals against, 946 save percentage. All right. Oops. All right. Yeah, lots of shutouts. A lot of tight games in these playoffs, as you'd expect. Let's keep going. Anything. Here's an overtime. Boldy got a game winner for Vancouver. Jag got one for New Jersey. Okay. That was their overtime game. Oh, my God. 9-0 for Pittsburgh. Holy shit. Let's look at the 3 stars. Beniers 4 points. Charms 4 points. Very cool. And a shutout as well. J-Mo got an overtime winner. Good for him. For Ottawa. Very good. All right. Keep on going. Overtime. Flaky Penguin got an overtime winner for Chicago against Anaheim. All right. All right. So that's just kind of a little recap of the playoffs so far. I like to go in and look at some of the like the box scores, like we just did, just to get funny little storylines or whatever. So we're gonna keep on going here. So we have in the East we have 2 sweeps. So it's down to Washington and New York, and Devils Penguins, and then same thing in the West, 2 sweeps, and Dallas is up 3-1, and Chicago's up 3-1. So we're gonna advance the day. Washington moves on; they win 2-0. All right, and then what about the other game in the West? No, so all right, so we got some series here. New Jersey's up 3-2. Dallas moves on. We got a game 7, Anaheim and Chicago. So what I'm thinking is we can come over here and we'll go into the sim. All right, so game 7 and I got 2 game 7s. All right, cool. So we're gonna go into here and just see how it all plays out. All right, so we'll sim the first period. All right, 2-0 for Anaheim. Cossack and Rev. All right, second period, 3-1. Oh, my goodness. Quinny got one for Chicago, but then third or fourth liner for Anaheim. All right, so we'll go 8-time sim. Barber, if he's got a face. Oh, Rev gets it back for Anaheim, 4-2. This would be a hell of a comeback for the Ducks. Quinny gets another one for Chicago. They got a lot of time, 12 minutes to go, down by 1. Down to 10 minutes, down to 9 minutes, 8 minutes. Chicago's pressing. Got 28 shots. 4 minutes, 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute. No, and Anaheim completes the comeback against Chicago. What a game. Let's take a look at the 3 stars of the night. Rev for Anaheim gets 3 points. Quinny had 2 goals for Chicago, but not enough. All right, so now we'll turn our attention to the East. Pittsburgh? Yeah, Pittsburgh and the Devils. All right. They're game 7. Sim to the game. Excuse me. All right. In Pittsburgh, let's get into it. All right. First period, 1-0 Penguins. Snow gets on the board for the Penguins. Second period, 1-1. Okay, Livid Penguin. All right. Let's go. Times 8 simulation for the third. Parksy gets a quick one for Pittsburgh, 2-1. Power play for the Penguins. They don't score. All right. Power play for the Devils to tie it up. 12 minutes, and they do tie it up. Wolf on a power play goal. 2-2. All right. 7 minutes left. Down to 5. We're going to have overtime. 2-1. All right. Overtime. Here we go. Game 7. And Pittsburgh wins it. Oh, and it's a friggin' existing player. That is a shame. It's whatever, but some fucking 70 overall shitter probably from like some European league that I found. Sorry, New Jersey. I apologize, but the Penguins move on. All right. So, current round is over already. So now we have, we'll take a look at the updated playoff tree. You just saw Pittsburgh versus Washington. So that's the top right. Yeah, so Washington versus Pittsburgh, Ottawa versus Boston. That'll be a hell of a series. Minnesota versus Anaheim. I did not see that one coming. And Vancouver versus Dallas. That'll be a good series, I think. All right. So, do the same thing. We'll advance the day for... let's go back to Washington. Let's advance the day for a couple, and then we'll take a look back. All right. So, game 1, won by Washington. See, Boston's up 1-0. Minnesota and Dallas, all winners. All right. I think everyone plays on the same day. Yep. Overtime loss. Ooh, Pittsburgh ties it up. Ottawa tied it up. Minnesota and Dallas up 2-0. Game 3, loss. So Pittsburgh wins. All right. So Anaheim gets a win. Vancouver gets a win. Ottawa's up 2-1 as well. All right. Game 4, excuse me. Game 4, Anaheim ties it up. Dallas goes up 3-1. Washington ties it up. And we are also tied in Boston and Ottawa. All right. It's been a good round so far. Game 5. Oh, all right. Anaheim. Oh, my God. Anaheim's up 3-2. Washington's up 3-2. Ottawa's up 3-2. Oh, my God, Anaheim. People are going to be so pissed. Oh, people are going to be mad at me. I'll show if Anaheim gets to the conference final, I'll show you their roster. The roster is not good. All right, Game 6. Oh, my God, Anaheim wins. Game 7, Vancouver, Dallas. Ottawa moves on, and Washington moves on. Oh, my God. All right. Real quick, I have to show you this. The Anaheim team is not good at all. I mean, I have no idea how they're making it this far. Their top line is 81, 82, 83 overall. They have 87. Like, their defense sucks. I think they have a really... Deadly Baron, I think, is a... Yeah, 80, yeah, he's a really good goalie. Yeah. And they have E-dubs as well. I have no words. I don't even know what to say. Sorry. All right, so we do have a Game 7. Dallas, Vancouver. Oh, good. We'll go to Vancouver here. So we'll sim to the next game. It's in Vancouver. All right. Simulate the game. All right. First period. Oops. Oh, I hit the start button. I did not mean to do that. I don't know why there's also 2 controllers connected. All right, simulate the first period. 2-1 for Dallas. Some bum, Contrix, and Ferdinand get on the board for the Stars. All right, second period. 3-2, okay. Baller and Korchinski get on the board. All right. So Dallas gets an early power play to try to extend the lead. Vancouver power play, they can't tie it up. Oh, they do tie it up. Some bum. There you go. Power play for the Stars. 10 minutes left. They don't score. 3-3. Down to 5 minutes. Down to 4 minutes. Are we going to get another Game 7 overtime? Yes, we will. All right. Here we go. Let it be let it be an LMS player, please, game. Here we go. Power play for Dallas. They score. Oh, my God. Mukomax. There you go. Gets a power play goal right in front of the net. 41 shots to the Stars, and they move on. Whew. Nice job. Ferdinand, 4 points. Contrix, 3 points. And Vancouver, sorry, you're going home. All right, we'll simulate the day. All right, so now we will go into the playoff tree again. Playoff favorite is Washington. Okay, all right. We'll see about that. Ottawa's, they have a good team as well. So it's going to be Caps, Sens, and Stars, Ducks in the Final Four. Oh, my. If Anaheim makes the Cup final. I hope, Storm, I hope you're watching, pal. All right, let's go to Washington here, not Vegas. Washington. Here we go. All right. Advance the day. Let's see. All right, they're playing. I think, yeah, both series are on the same day. All right, advance the day. Overtime loss. All right. 1-0 for Dallas. Ottawa's up 1-0. Game 2, Dallas up 2-0, and Washington ties it 1-1. All right. We'll go to Game 3. Dallas up 3-0. Yep, that's to be expected. And Ottawa goes up 2-1. All right. Let's see. Game 4. Can Dallas sweep? Yes, they can. And now Ottawa. I think they're up 3-1. Yes, they are. So, can Ottawa punch their ticket to the Cup final? Yes, they can. Washington goes home. An overtime loss. Oh, that's a tough one. I think that's 2 overtime. Yeah, 2 overtime losses. Damn. All right, let's check who got the game winners in those games. Let's just see. I think Arona. That sounds like it sounds like a legit person. Let's see. Goals. J-Mo got a game. The assist on the game winner, Arona. I don't know if that's a LMS player. I don't think it is. All right. So that guy got a game winner. I got a game winner. Good for me. And then let's see. That's the last one. Dylan. Oh, Dylan gets the overtime winner in the series clinching game. There you go. Yep. Oh, well. So it's going to be Ottawa and Dallas. Damn, that Dallas 9-2. Holy shit. And 2-0, 6-1. Yeah, not. I think Anaheim scored what 3 goals in 4 games. Yeah, there it is. All right, so let's go to Dallas here. All right, so Cup final: Dallas versus Ottawa. I think Dallas and Ottawa would be a good series in LMS. So we'll see what happens here. Game 1, we're gonna go advance the day, and we'll go into it like this. We'll do this for each of the games because they're important. We're in a cup final, baby. All right, first period, Dallas goes up 1-0. Bohica. All right. Second period, all right, 1-0. Third period, go ×8. Can Ottawa tie it up? They might want a power play. Let's see if they can get one. Oh, there it is. I called it, and they don't score. Oh, that's a wasted opportunity right there. Getting down to the nitty-gritty. Dallas, can they push it away? No, they can't score. All right, down to 2 minutes. Can they shut it down? 26 seconds, and they do. They win 1-0. Wow, all right. Big game there for Titanic. Dark Times, 102 goals against 968, and he gets a loss. That's tough. All right, Dallas goes up 1-0 in the cup final. Game 2, let's sim the game. Here we go. First period is 1-1. All right, Iconoclast and Teaspoon get on the board. All right, second period, still 1-1. All right. Third period, early power play for the Stars. They don't capitalize. Okay. 5 minutes in, still no score yet. Down to 10 minutes. Power play late for the Stars. They do score. Contrix from the corner gets the Stars up late. Can they close the door? Less than 2 minutes now. Less than 1 minute. They get an empty netter. Fleck. Oh, Dylan gets one back late. And that won't be enough. The empty netter is the difference. Dylan got one back with 5 seconds. But too little, too late for the Sens as they go down 2-0 in the cup final. See, Fleck. Look at that guy. Dark Times having himself a great series, but he finds himself down 0-2. Titanic playing very well. 935 save percentage, 2 goals against. All right, so now the series shifts to Ottawa. We'll advance the day. Game 3. Dallas can take a commanding 3-0 lead. First period, Ottawa up 1-0 thanks to Perk. Second period, they're still up 2-1. J-Mo gets on the board in the cup final. Baranek, some bum. He gets one back for Dallas. And John Payne makes it 3-1. 4-1. J-Mo with his second of the night. All right, here we go. 4-2. Alex Skies gets one back. 15 minutes left in the game. Power play for Dallas. They can get right back in it, and they do. Iconoclast, 4-3. Oh, this is going to be a great finish. 8 minutes to go. Dallas needs one late. Can they find the equalizer? Dark Times shutting it down. Oh, but Crawl gets one back. Dallas ties it up. 1 minute left, and we're going to overtime. And guess what? For the cup final, we're going to jump in, baby. Let's watch this sucker. All right, so what we're going to do, we are... Whoops, hitting the wrong button. We're just do CPU for CPU game. All right. That's fine, that's fine. And then for the settings, I just want to change the camera if I didn't save earlier. Oh, it did save. Okay, cool. So we're having it on true broadcast, and let's have it go. It's not 3 minutes. Let's have it like on 7 minutes. All right. All right. Let's start her up. Gotta get some water. All right. Overtime is underway. Dallas can take a 3-0 series lead. Here comes Baller. He stops up. Plays it to Ferdinand. He turns it over. I see the numbers. I have no idea who's who. So just bear with me. Perk turns it over to Mucom. He's got wheel. Everyone that does have X factors. Cruel. Good save by Dark Times. He covers up. Yeah, one thing I do want to mention, all the LMS players do have their like X factors, and I tried to make it like as realistic as possible, like EASHL type. Like they're not all golds. So I try to make it as realistic as possible. Contracts at the face-off, glove saved by Dark Times. He plays it out. All right, John Payne up to Dylan. Had a game winner early in the playoffs. Baller takes it away. He's got wheels. Dekes to the outside. Tries to cut to the middle, but it goes in on Dark Times, and he'll cover. I also I try to make the player types like sniper, playmaker, all that stuff based on like stats. Again, there's hundreds of players, so I tried to do the best I could. Hopefully, it works out. Puck's in the corner. Now behind the Ottawa net. Centers have it bar down. Tries the headman. Here's Dylan in the slot. Shot's blocked. Dallas turns it over. Dylan out of John Payne. Perk tries a slap shot with the 2 stars all over him. Perk's got it. Turns it over. Contrix has it. Contrix to Ferdinand. Ferdinand tries to make a dangle. Did not work. Teaspoon's got it for Ottawa. Turns it over to Cruel. Cruel in the corner. Trying to get Dallas a 3-0 lead. He turns it over. J-Mo's got it. To Perk. Up to Clamps. Clamps loses it. Bareneck throws it behind the boards. Now to Icon. Need some more shots. Icon class to Bareneck. In on goal. He shoots. Blocker save. Bareneck. I think this is a custom, not a real player. A shot from Mayo. Glove by Dark Times. He plays it to Perk. Now up to J-Mo. J-Mo up to Harkinainen. Definitely a Finnish guy. He loses it. Bareneck has got it. Now behind the net, Cruel Pro. I think he's played the entire overtime. Here's Bareneck. In the middle, shot. Good save from Dark Times. Dallas has full pressure. Cernak in front. Icon class. He couldn't bury it. J-Mo is gassed. He's got to just dump it in or something. Or get a shot. He does neither. Up to Icon class. He'll flip it in. Cernak. Board played by Ottawa. Turns it over. Bareneck to Cernak. Up to Maniac Mayo. He lost it. J-Mo's guy. I think J-Mo has also played the entire freaking overtime. Get off the ice. There you go. Dump it in. Can Ottawa get a change? They have one guy forechecking. Mayo. Spins off the forechecker. Oh, he almost turned it over. Icon, get off the ice, dude. You've been out there for at least 5 minutes. Carlson out of Trivinen. I got a lot of the European guys I backfilled the rosters with, obviously. Shot gets blocked. Here's Cruel. Battling behind the net. He's been out there for, I think, the entire game. Mayo up to Icon. This dude is still out there. Holy shit, get off the ice. You're dead tired. Cernak. Oh, pass in the middle. They can't bury it. Oh, my God. This is taking for... I thought this would be quick. Petrovic shot blocker save. Trivinen. Can't do anything. Ferdinand. Into the middle. Oh, he turned it over. Trivinen. Into the middle. Kind of just board plays himself like a dumbass. Contrix plays it up to Weatherby. Definitely a real person. Weatherby gets decked. Carlson's got it. Flips it around. Oh, my God. Just score, please. Somebody. Hukalainen loses to Petrovic. Now to Ferdinand. Weatherby has a guy streaking the right wing wall. He finds him. It's Contrix. Contrix trying to make a move in. Couldn't do it. Carlson's got it. Now to Karen. Karan turns it over. Petrovic has got it. Petrovic into the middle. Stops. In on goal. Dark Times says no. Clamps almost lost it. Oh, we have a penalty. Oh, Dallas took a penalty right in front of that little scrum in front of the net. We'll see what the Contrix gets called for cross-checking. So Ottawa with a great opportunity here. to win the game on a power play. Face off two on the left circle, or the right circle, I guess, depending on how you look at it. It is won by the Stars. Can they get it out? Yes, they can. They're going to go on a rush, though. Short-handed, flex shot, saved by Dark Times. Where's the puck? Behind the net. Starts to have somehow full pressure after that. Makes sense, EA. Yep. Here, I think this is Perk, I think. He lost it. Yukum's got it. Again, another short-handed rush. They'll just dump it in this time. They'll chase after. They do get a stick on it behind the net. Perk's got it. Through the middle, turns it over. This is taking forever. Here we go. Perk down low. Good save by Titanic. No cover. Face off won by Ottawa. They can't get a shot through. They'll just dump it in. Bar down to Joker. He's got wheels. Throws it to the middle. J-Mo with the game of the line. He scores! Oh, my God. The hat trick for J-Mo. Good for him. Beats Titanic. Low stick. Low blocker. And the Senators right back in the series. All right, that took a long time. Oh my God. I'm probably gonna have to edit some of that out because they're just so boring. But in any case, it's 2-1 for Dallas. All right, so we're going to advance the day. That was a huge win for the Senators. And I think it's also fun that J-Mo gets the game winner and a hat trick. Like, I think it's fun to hop in like these really important games in the overtime, get to see it live. In any case, Game 4 underway. First period sim, 1-0 Ottawa. Dylan. Fuck. All right, it's 2-1 now. Let me go back. I did not mean to hit A. Dylan got a goal in the first for Ottawa. Krul made it 1-1, but then Teaspoon gets it another one back for Ottawa. So it's 2-1. Dallas on a power play. They don't convert. Down to 13 minutes. Ottawa up 2-1. Looking to even the series. Under 5 minutes to go. Down to 3. Late power play for Dallas. They don't score. Ottawa and Dark Times shut the door. And they even the series 2 apiece. Dark Times, look at that. Great stats from him. Teaspoon, 2 points. Titanic, excellent game from him. But he gets the loss. Tight playoff games, man. It's been awesome. All right, let's sim to the next game. Game 5, back in Dallas. The home team has won each game. What will Game 5 bring? Let's see. First period. 3-0 Dallas. Oh, Ferdinand, Contrix, and Gray Iron all score for the Stars. Second period, no score. All right, can Ottawa, can they mount? Oh, that's a good start. I was going to say, can they mount a 3-goal comeback? There's one. Contrix gets it back, his second of the night. Ottawa looking for some more offense. They need 3. It's getting late. Dallas makes it 5-1, 6-1. Oh, the route is on at the American Airlines Center. It's 6-1, and Dallas wins Game 5 in convincing fashion. The cup will be in Ottawa for Game 6. Let's see the 3 stars. Contrix, 4 points. Ferdinand, 4 points. And Titanic, again. Unreal performance from him. The season on the line for Ottawa. The home team, again, has won each game. Can Ottawa continue that trend and force a Game 7 back to Dallas? Let's find out. Game 6 is underway. First period sim. 1-1. Alex Skies and Dylan both get on the board for their teams. Second period. 2-1 Dallas. Alex Skies again makes it 2-1 Dallas. Third period underway. Dallas needs to find another one. Ottawa needs to find one to tie it up. Dallas goal here would really give him a cushion. Down to 10 minutes. Still 2-1. Dark Times keeping his team in it with 30 saves on 32 shots. Down to 2 minutes. Down to 1 minute. And we're going to jump in because I want to see the cup celebration if it happens. So I'm just going to go in. I did test this out. I'm going to be the coach, I think. Yeah. Because I don't want to play as them. But also, the reason why is because if let's just say Dallas wins, right? And I don't care who wins. I'm here just for the fun. But you can't pick who lifts the cup. The computer does it. So I want to be able to pick. So here we go. We got to get there first. Last minute of play. Contrix has it at center ice. Crosses the blue line. Dishes it to the right. That shot is kicked aside. Perks got it. He kicks it around. 46 seconds left for Ottawa. They need to get a rush going. Bar down, up to Marlowe. Turns it over. Contrix had it. Kept in by Krul. Whole play to the corner. Ferdinand back up top to the point. Krul. One-timer from Baller. Misses the net. Ottawa has 30 seconds now. Marlowe's got it. They're pulling the goalie. Dark Times heads to the bench. Marlowe will throw it around the net. Baller's got it. 23 seconds now for Dallas to just close it down. Teravainen in front. Joker. He can't pull the trigger. Mucom's got it at the blue line. Now the red line. He'll take a shot on the net, and he scores. Mucom puts it away for Dallas, and they're going to win the cup. Canadian eat fresh. Good for him. Gets to the red line and makes no mistake. There's J-Mo in another life as the coach, not as a player. The owner of the Sens looks on, or the coach, I guess. All right. How much time's left? 14.7. That's going to be all she wrote. Dallas wins the draw. They turn it over. Oh, Teaspoon's got it in front. Shot, and they score. Wait a second. Dylan gets it right back. Can you imagine? Nice play from Ottawa there. Big hit at center ice to open that up. Let's see that one again. Right up the draw. They lost it. Oh, big hit. And a nice pass. Great finish. They got 9 seconds. Top lines out there. Teaspoon and Dylan. Been great this entire playoff run. Can they get a little bit more magic? Dallas wins the draw again. Bohica turns. Oh, my God. Bohica turned it over. Dylan's got it. He avoids a check. 3 seconds. Gray Iron with a great back check. And Dallas closes it down, and they win the Stanley Cup in LMS. Definitely not the favorite going into the playoffs or the season, but they did get it done. Ottawa's certainly a favorite. Great players up and down that roster. Let's see who gets the Conn Smythe. Titanic, to the surprise of nobody. Look at that. 163 goals against and a 939 save percentage. Whew. Yeah, and real quick, all the players are going to look the exact same. I did not edit any of their facial features. And I did try my best with the numbers, like I said, and some players have duplicate numbers, so the game will just auto-generate their numbers if there's duplicates, so I do apologize if your number is all messed up. I know Contrix, for example, it should be 11, but he's number 3. Let's see, who gets the cup? Is that Krul? No, it's Ferdinand. There you go. All right, Dallas. Now, can I pick? Yes, I can. All right, so we're going to go with Cruel Product. There you go. Since he's the owner. Next, I will go with Contrix. There you go. All right, I'll get Alex Skies in there, and then I'll get Titanic. He'll be the last guy. So unfortunately, I can't get Titanic, but there's your cup winners. There you go, right in the locker room. Yeah, there you go. Where's Shiz? The commissioner. There you go. Let's see this. Boom. Looking good. Very cool. Awesome. So that's kind of what I'm hoping to have like our playoffs like. You know what I mean? Like that whole like immersion, I guess you can say. But yeah, that was awesome. So I hope you guys enjoy this idea, and if it gets like enough, there's a lot of good feedback. Then definitely want to keep this up for the playoffs. And the final thing I'm going to leave you with are the awards, so you guys can see who won what. All right, so we know Dallas won the cup. See the individual. What's her? Art Ross goes to Viper. Limit gets the Heart. Very cool. Thought King gets Norris. Dorito gets Lady Bing. There's some random. Yep. Titanic Conn Smythe. Metro gets the Vesna. Titanic William M. Jennings. Some bum. Selkie goes to Canadian Eat Fresh. That makes sense. Viper with Ted Lindsay. And Viper again with Maurice Furchard. So very good for him. And yeah, that's pretty much all I got. We'll take a quick look at the entire league player stats for the playoffs, and I'll wrap it up. We'll see the entire league. Yep, Dylan, Teaspoon, yeah, Ottawa. I mean, they had a good team. Yep, and then we'll goalies. We'll take a look. Titanic and Dark Times, otherworldly goaltending here. 931 for Dark Times. All right, so that was my big project. Again, hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any recommendations or anything, please let me know. And, yep, I'll talk to you guys later.